Okay, so I said I wanted to do this year become more active in kind of activism um, for the trans community, and I'll admit I've got a 5 o'clock shadow. Look at this shit. Look, okay, I shave every day. Um, I tend to not want to wear makeup all that much just because, and people tell me, "Oh, you look fine." I'm gonna turn my light out. Okay, better lighting. Just seems dark in my living room. So being gendered properly, what you have to understand is there is people that do not fit male, do not fit female. They fit. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna stretch our arms like this, please, please. Your right hand is male, and I'm gonna say that because I'm a dominant right-handed person. Right-handed is the dominant uh, way of writing, and my left hand is female. Okay, we're gonna say that because I don't use left hand. And the other side of that is people think men are more dominant and women are more subdued. We're not. But the thing about this is my hands are stretched out, and I'm in the middle. Now I'll admit that I am feminine. I'm female. My gender is female. But there are people that sit in this middle, in between the two. And I'll admit, I have a hard time learning the pronouns and learning all that. You have they, z, them, they, all kinds of pronouns that I really don't know all of them. There's a really long list. So I apologize on that. But the thing is you have to try. When somebody tells you that that is their pronouns, if you ask how they identify, and you refuse to acknowledge the fact that that is how they are, nothing pisses me off more than somebody who hasn't met me prior to how I looked and how I lived. And I meet them and I talk to them and someone says, well, she's trans, and all of a sudden I'm getting called him, he, sir. I'll get my bra off right now, and I would gladly do it in front of anybody. And show I've developed, I'm on hormones. I'm going for a full, what is considered a full transition. Not an option for everybody, because guess what? There's no fucking rules to being trans. There is not one fucking rule that says you have to have surgery. There's not one rule that says I have to wear a dress every day. I have to be ultra feminine every day. There's not one rule that says my friend out there says, you know, he has to look male 100% of the time, get the facial hair and all that stuff. There is no rules to that. That's societal bullshit that we fall for and separate everybody based on that. We don't need to do that. What we need to do is understand that every person is different. And every person identifies as themselves. You know, when people say, so a man or a woman, I'm human. There's other forms of that. There are people who do identify as other. I'm not sure on how that is. I really am not. But that's a world I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I can tell you all day long about how them people are, but I can't. Because I don't know shit about them. I don't know about that life. It doesn't invalidate them when they say they're trans. Trying to tell people that they are what you expect them to be. It's just bullshit. You know, there's a couple coworkers I have that will call me he and him, and it really bugs me because they never met that person. Just because you know I was means you're ignoring who I am. It's 2017, in March, on the 11th. I will have been a Lair Marine Navy for 2 years. Because I went to court, I got my name changed for 2 years. I can't do all the other stuff in court like in other states. Because they don't allow that here. I have to get letters from doctors stating she is a woman. My home state will let me, without surgery, have my birth certificate fixed. Unfortunately, I can't get that paper filled out so that my name and gender can be proper on my birth certificate. Because I can't find a doctor who will sit there and take the time to go through my medical history with me to sit back and say, you are a woman. My therapist sessions, the reason they're so far in between is because we became friends in a way. We had every week I was going and she was like, you act like a girl. What do you want me to say? And it's hard to have things that you really need to talk about when you're there every week and you don't have that in between to let something happen and process it. So now I go over 2 weeks. Eventually I'm going to work up to every 3 weeks or a month, which would be interesting. I wouldn't mind going once a month. I did that with my first therapist, who was ecstatic to go and help me get on hormones, even though I didn't need a letter because I went through and used informed consent place. So there's that. But you don't have to have a rule to transition. The rules are made up. If somebody told me that they wanted to start hormones but they didn't want to get surgery, they don't have to. WPATH, WPATH sets the guidelines for what we need to do for transition. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I have one of the required letters to get surgery. I don't have the money. I'm working on a budget. Currently, I need a car. So my budget is spent on is going for a car right now. It's going to cost a lot of money to get surgery to make me feel comfortable with my body. People are kind of at the point of demonizing women like me and opposite men like me and people in between that they don't even know or want to understand what we go through. They don't want to understand that we dislike our bodies. These are the same people who don't need permission to get their penises enlarged or their breasts enlarged. They can walk out, go get it. We have to sit back, talk to a therapist for a minimum of a year, live as that gender for a minimum of a year. I have nothing but women's clothes in my closet because I'm a woman. I've been at this since I've lived full time since I lost my job. This connection is weak. I lost a job in December of 2014. I started hormones in November of 2014. But when I lost that job, I had nothing left to worry about. I didn't care what people thought. Because at that point, no job. And I cashed in my 401k early the following year. I had nothing to lose by living as a woman. I had nothing to lose by committing to wearing my underwear, wearing my skirts, dresses, pants, whatever I felt like wearing, whatever made me feel good. And that's something people need to understand. It doesn't matter what we wear. It doesn't matter how much makeup we put on, how much facial hair we grow, how short we cut our hair, how long we cut our hair, how we style our hair. We're still people. Everywhere in between, man, woman, and non-binary person. We're still people. We still exist. Non-binary people exist. And like I said, that is a section of people that I really want to understand more. I'm in one group where it's people, lately, a lot of non-binary people are mad and posting every single day about the erasure of them. And the problem that's doing is those posts are starting to push back actual support posts in a way. And I kind of feel bad about that. But we do need to keep the fact that they exist. You know, I know I've posted and people have seen my posts about wanting to be pregnant, wanting to carry a baby. If we know how to put it on YouTube, we'll do it. But the wanting to have a baby, people don't understand that because, oh, you were born a man, you shouldn't, that's not what it's about. But when I get into explaining non-binary people and I get into explaining how I would love to be able to carry a child, one of the first things people do when somebody's pregnant is it a boy or is it a girl? What is it? What is it? It's a child. It's healthy. It's a human. Does it matter what's between its legs? It doesn't. It really doesn't. People have their assumptions on what proper gendering is and what treating people with respect is. I've been told that it's disrespectful for me to ask to be gendered properly. But I've only been a woman for 2 years. Or, in your eyes, I've been a woman for 2 years. The thing is I used to get misgendered on the phone. People would say, oh, miss, can we please talk to so-and-so? Secretly, that didn't hurt me. That made me feel freaking great. Any woman I know gets annoyed when somebody calls them a man, or sir, based on something. And these aren't even my trans friends. These are my cis female friends. A woman's a woman. We are all women. That we don't want to be called he, him. That's us. Now there are some that do and don't give two shits. Just like trans men, they don't want to be called she. They don't want to be called her. They want to be called him. He deserves respect. Not because he's a man, but because he has asked you to call him by his pronouns. Because that is how he identifies. Because you would hate for somebody to come up to you and say, "Hey, what's up, pile of shit?" Because honestly, when people misgender me sometimes, I feel like someone's pretty much telling me to go fuck myself. And I can't just go fuck myself. But what I can do is say, I'm a girl. It's a little bit more complicated when you deal with people that can't grasp the fact that you're asking something so simple, like for a little bit of respect. I have friends that they're up there in age and they don't like being called old lady, or they don't like being called old man, but they're older people. Well, I don't like being called a man. I have friends that don't like being called what you assume they are. And ain't none of us need to be called by what's in our crotch. Because when I see people do this, and then make eye contact because they're trying to see, playing a guessing game with my area, it's not fun. When people do that, it's really, really annoying. And I will probably end up making this video public so that it can be shared. But I just we need to understand that we need to figure out a new way for non-binary people to really get recognized, because they do exist. And like I said, it's a hard concept to grasp. It really does get hard, because you feel bad when you mess up. But why can't we try to make things better for everybody? A little bit of respect goes a long way. I don't have to like you for your politics. I don't have to like you for your music choices. I don't have to like you for your gender. I don't have to like anybody. But I care about people. You know, pretty sure there's a bunch of people that would hate to be like, go to a place and have someone picking on them because of this. Why is that person dressed like that? And, you know, well, fuck, weasel. Some of us are starting to get that attitude where we will call you out on your bullshit. I do it a lot. I do it a lot to people that are getting tired of hearing me complain. But at some point, these people that keep hearing me complain will sit back and maybe either stand up for me or realize I'm right. And I'm only right in the fact that I deserve to be called a woman because I have asked nicely. It's not because I get cramps. It's not because I don't have an Adam's apple. It's not because I grew breasts. It's because I represent myself as a woman 24/7. I act like every other woman I know, and I don't deserve to be called a man. Whether or not you know what's in my pants, you haven't seen it. Why? Because I'm wearing underwear. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing tights. I'm wearing clothes that you can't fucking see through. If you couldn't tell, I've been cussing a bit through this video because, honestly, I'm getting tired of it. I will tell you straight up, I am a conservative trans woman. I like our current president that we're getting. Nope. Why? because the people behind him are going to sit there and let people demonize people like me. And for what reason? To make themselves feel better, because they don't have a fucking clue on what my daily fucking life is. Half these people comment that we need mental health care, that we need to go into the mental institution. Been there. Done that. Fuck, I go more often than these people do, and half of them need to go. My back hurts. I'm actually getting tired and I have to work tonight. And I do apologize again for cussing. But I'll see if I can make this video a little bit more able to share, because somebody told me I should put it on YouTube, but I really don't know how to get it on YouTube from Facebook. So, just try to remember that we all exist and all deserve the respect of our proper pronouns. We all deserve to be gendered correctly. The next 4 years, with all the bullshit from people that think they're fucking invincible because there's a Republican president and they're all shit bags because they don't want to care about other people, yet they'll go to church every Sunday and lie about it. I'm not asking somebody for their money. I'm not asking somebody for a handout. I'm asking somebody to call me the proper thing, what I go by every day. Nothing makes me feel better than when somebody calls me miss or ma'am. It took me a long time to realize that customers weren't calling me man, they were calling me ma'am, which made me feel great. So, that said, this video is about over. Share it if you want. And catch y'all later.